Hi, welcome to a new game I'm playing. This is called The Letter. I have no idea what it's about, so I'm super excited. Let's start playing. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Prologue. I almost want to say Ermengarde Mansion. It was built for Lord William and Lady Elizabeth Ermengarde of the Lux-born humble ambassadors of peace, and they're beloved by their people. Both were well known for their compassion and generosity, never failing to extend a helping hand to anyone in need. Under their influence and wealth, that was once a small, sleepy village grew to a prosperous and bustling town. However, the season of joy eventually ended when the good nobles perished at the hands of a great plague. The riches and legacy were henceforth passed on to their only child, Lady Charlotte Ermengarde. The mansion has stood there since 1620s, a witness to a very long history of joy and pain. After Lady Charlotte committed suicide, the great house was eventually left uninhabited. Oh, that's when it began. Surrounding villagers spoke of seeing and hearing unearthly things, of cries and howls that filled the night, and hearsays of mysterious women roaming in the hallowed halls aimlessly. People who dared enter its walls were simply never heard from again. Even after 400 years, these stories remain, much like the house itself. Whispers about a once great house, its legend, its curse, still fall upon the villagers' ears. In spite of this, the current owners are convinced that these stories are nothing more than a hoax. With little regard for the truth, they are Briar Realty Corporation placed the property back on sale. Like Pandora's box, the secrets that lie inside wait to be discovered by brave souls. No matter what happens, take care and not be consumed by the curse. Good luck. Isabella.
Hello? Isabella? Are you there? Where are you?
Sitting at home? Familiar jittery voice comes from the other end.
Oh, hey Rose! I'm at St. Goretti High. What's the matter?
What do you mean, what's the matter? It's the mansion, silly. I'm here and you're late. Jeez, we're on shift together. You promised. Oh my god, please don't tell me you forgot. You were planning on leaving me to check this place out on my own, weren't you? You chickened out.
Calm down. You know I take my promises seriously.
Do you though?
I'd like to believe that. So hurry up and get here. This place is huge. A bit too quiet since no one's lived here since, like, forever, but beautiful nonetheless.
Why are you so surprised? This isn't the first time you've been there.
What?
I know. I just wish I could live in a place like this.
So does everyone else.
It really takes my breath away.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't be so sure about that. Not after the rumors that say it's haunted.
I mean, still though.
Jeez, never mind those rumors. Ghosts aren't real after all.
Or are they?
And even if they are, which they are not, they can't do anything.
I love that the voices are so different. Like we have a British girl almost, and then like it's almost like an American girl.
They're nothing but spirits.
You don't know that! They might be listening or watching right now, and they might not be happy with you enough to curse you.
No offense, sweetie, but that's a bit of a stretch.
Believe it or not, it's better to be careful.
Right. You know, not every property we sell will end up with a dead body stuffed in a sofa.
Maybe.
And I think that mansion is where we'll likely find another one. I can feel it.
Another one? So that's happened before. Oh my gosh. Okay.
That was one time, Isabella. Loosen up.
Loosen up. Oh,
Wait,
okay.
just get here ASAP, please. I'm getting bored being here on my own.
Fine. Let me just finish up here. I'll be right there soon.
Is she at high school?
Okay, see you. Bye.
She hangs up before I respond. Rose, still charming as ever.
Who was that?
I look for my phone and see Rebecca. Becca, giving me a questioning look.
Oh, that? It's just Rose.
Rose?
The one you said who trained you for your job back when you started.
Holy shit, that was awesome!
You're working together again?
Just for this property. We've been scoping out that big mansion down Anselm Village after the renovations. Today's sort of its grand opening to the public. The RC wants to give it one last check before we let potential buyers tour it this afternoon.
Oh, wait, mansion? That big spooky one you've been telling everyone about?
What's with these accents?
Didn't you keep saying how it just gave you the creeps? You actually went there? And you're going back?
Well, I did promise Rose I wouldn't ditch her.
Wow.
And besides, a job is a job. Gotta do what you gotta do to make a living.
I mean, that's true. So true. As soon as those words leave my mouth, Becca lets out a soft chuckle.
What's so funny?
Nothing. It's just that I didn't expect you to say that. Coming from you, it sounds so out of character.
Oh my gosh, these animations. I don't know. Like, I like them, but in a way, they're almost kind of eerie, too. I really like it.
I mean, no offense, but you've been freaking out about the place being creepy ever since you got assigned to it. Cursed rumors and all. I honestly thought you'd back out.
Not all the time. I could really use a huge amount of cash right now, and this is just the fastest way to get it.
My porn job wasn't helping out too well, so.
Plus, listen to this. Briar Realty wants it sold as soon as possible, and the agent who lands the deal is going to get a huge bonus. They never give bonuses like that. Getting that would make life so much easier.
Yeah.
They're desperate, I'm desperate, it's perfect.
A sympathetic look crosses her face.
You know, if you're really in urgent need of money, you could have just asked me. Or Ashton.
No.
We can always let you borrow, and you can pay us back whenever.
I'm not that kind of person. I keep myself from groaning out loud. In the years I've known her, I've already told what to expect once she has that expression.
Becca, I've noticed that you've been living off instant noodles these past few weeks.
She crosses her arms and grimaces at the thought. Her voice slightly raises as she begins to scold me. Instantly, I'm reminded why Becca excels at teaching boisterous teenagers.
Stop eating junk. They're cheap, but they're not good for you.
Yummy?
You'll definitely end up in the hospital if you keep at it. What is this?
Oh. I just want to try this. Oh, okay. Awesome. You're not my mom. How do I get out? Okay. Press my lips together and roll my eyes at her. I'm not entirely sure how I feel whenever she goes on about her mother hen mode. She means well, but I'm glad someone's looking out for me, especially with my family living on the other side of the globe. But Becky's bossy attitude can be such a pain at times. She's more overbearing than Mama than already says a lot.
You're not my mom.
I didn't say I am.
Nope, but you're acting like one. You don't need to boss me around all the time.
Yeah! Yeah! Give it to her! Immediately brace myself for another round of reprimands from her.
I'm not bossing you around. I'm just telling you to at least mind what you're eating.
No!
Remember what happened last year?
No!
You ended up bedridden for 2 weeks after eating something bad, and I ended up having to listen to you cry about how those absences would take a huge chunk out of your paycheck.
Okay, so I don't eat anything bad, but I can eat ramen.
Do you want that to happen again?
I won't eat anything bad.
No, Mom.
Only a loud, frustrated sigh comes from her, and she pinches the bridge of her nose, like to help her ease the headache starting to form. I bite my lip to keep myself from laughing out loud at the image she makes, especially her expecting her to say more. But when at last she looks up, she's simply carrying a resigned expression on her face.
I'm serious.
Meh.
Not my mom, Rebecca.
Maria Isabella Grace.
Shut my mouth after that. Although I know she's not really angry, I don't want to push it. And angry Becca isn't someone I like to cross paths with in my lifetime. It's because you're a pussy. I've seen it happen and it isn't pretty.
Yeah, I'll stop.
I grumble and she makes She doesn't seem to care much, only giving me a small acknowledging nod.
Good. Look, if you need anything, tell me and I'll help in any way I can. You don't have to do this alone.
Thanks, Becca. I really appreciate it, but you don't need to keep babying me.
It's true.
You've been taking care of me since after I moved here. You have to take a break sometime. And before you ask again, no. You know I'm not a fan of borrowing money. And I'm not going to ask you to give me what you earned hard for yourself.
Good.
You and your pride. But suit yourself. The offer stays on the table, though.
I nod in response, if only to get her to drop the topic. But I'm pretty certain I will never take that offer. Ever. It has nothing to do with pride. It's simply you've seen plenty of times how friendships can turn for the worse just because of a few unpaid debts. It's true. Money could really hurt, like, a friendship. I don't want something like that to happen between me and Becca. We may argue a lot, those small petty things, but she already feels like a real sister to me. I don't want to lose that friendship over something so trivial. Becca moves when she takes a quick glance at something behind me and snaps me out of my thoughts.
Well, enough chit-chat. Lunch is ending, and my students will be back any minute. We can catch up later. Good luck with your clients. You better treat us to lunch or something if you get that sale.
You bet!
Yeah! With a small smile, she returns to her desk and begins sifting through the pages of a rather thick history book. She's probably working on next week's lesson plan. Or trying, at least. Her eyes are distant and she doesn't seem too attentive to whatever is on the page. If she heard my thoughts, Becca started coughing heavily. Her hand hastily goes to her mouth to stifle the sounds. This is precisely why I followed her here. For someone who makes a habit of worrying about other people, Becca sure forgets how to take care of herself.
Hey, you sure you can manage on your own? I mean, you're still a bit feverish.
Hush, dear. Don't you worry about me. I'll just drink some medicine and I'll be right as rain.
Oh my gosh, such weird. Sometimes this has kind of weird dialogue, but it's fine. I level her with a flat look. She has a cold for a couple days now. Something about the strange weather not agreeing with her lately. Makes sense. And despite my advances to take the week off and rest, I found our apartment empty when I dropped by this morning. She even left the medicine her doctor prescribed her. Look who's being stubborn now.
You shouldn't even be working right now.
Seriously, you big baby. I'll be fine. For now, just go to work and stop making that Rose girl wait for you. I'll call you if I still feel bad, and you can come pick me up if it makes you feel any better.
She offers me a reassuring smile, and I can only sigh. Why do I even bother? There's no sense stopping her once she's decided on something. Defected, I reach inside my bag to pull out the same bottle of medicine she left earlier. She looks at it warily and I place it in front of her. Fortunately for her, the one thing I'm not letting her have her way.
Alright, but don't forget what the doctor said. Drink this on time.
Oh my gosh, is this her girlfriend? I mean, that'll be fine, but... I mean, it's good that people... I'm kind of joking around, but it's good when people actually care, you know, about other people.
I'll see you later, okay?
Okay. There's an amused gleam in her eyes and she shifts back to me.
Look who's playing the mother hen now.
Rebecca!
Okay. I won't tease anymore. I'll make sure to drink it, Mom.
Before I can retort, she casts another look at the clock. I take it as a sign to finally end the conversation and my short visit. With a small wave, I leave her alone in the classroom and her thoughts. I hail a passing taxi to take me to the property as soon as I leave the school grounds. The mansion is some ways out to the countryside, but I don't have trouble giving the driver directions. Apparently everyone in Luxbourne City knows of it, including every bit of rumor surrounding the place. In fact, just the mention of his name is enough for the locals to give you a cautious sidelong glances. I learned that the hard way the first time I commuted there, and it only boosted my belief that there's something more to the house. Even the news of it being renovated and placed back in the market has caused quite a stir. Thankfully, it died down a few weeks later. The place would have become a lot harder to sell otherwise. I averted my eyes from the window. Sorry, I recognize this music. Guys, let me know what it's from. Once the building shrinks into the distance. We get a glimpse of the countryside soon, although a quick glance at my watch tells me we're still a few minutes away from our destination. Might as well get some work done. Rose did ask me to review the mansion documents. I already looked over them last night, but you never know when things may go wrong. Life is a way to mess things up like that. Halfway through reading the papers, my phone rings again. Picking it up without looking, neatly tucking it between ears and shoulder. Probably just Rose again anyway.
Rose?
Guess again.
Ooh, look at this Ash guy. That voice.
Ash.
Bingo.
Hey, what's up?
Just checking if you're still cool later this evening.
Cool.
You mean that thing with Zach?
So cool.
Yeah. He even called in the middle of the night just to remind me.
No, don't worry. I didn't forget. I'll be there.
Cool. I'll see you later. What time do you get off?
Around 6 p.m.? I don't know. It's the first day of the Ermengarde Mansion's open house, and we're expecting quite a number of potential buyers. I'll be booked the whole afternoon.
Ermengarde Mansion?
You know, the big Jacobean mansion at Anselm Village? I'm on my way there right now, actually.
Is everyone from here?
On your own?
Yeah, well, Rose is already there, but yeah.
I see. Looks like the scaredy cat finally toughened up.
Oh my gosh. Thanks for the joke.
Shut up!
Ash chuckles and I can't help but roll my eyes upon hearing it.
I'll see you later. Drop me a call when you're done. I'll see if I can pick you up.
Whatever. Bye.
Stupid Ash hole. That's funny. Always sees me whenever he sees a chance. He probably likes you. I'll show him who's tough. Take a few more minutes until I've reached the infamous mansion. I have to admit it, the entire property looks wonderful from the outside. Yet despite this, it does nothing to hide that something is just wrong. The surrounding area is unusually silent, and the only rustling of the leaves can be heard as occasional breeze passes. The Aslam village is just a few miles away. Everybody keeps their distance on purpose. Perhaps out of fear, the horror of falling under the mansion's curse. Somehow it makes me feel sad. The lack of immediate human presence just makes this place all the more eerie, and it has any right to be. It's uncanny in broad daylight. I can't imagine how this place looks at night.
Are you planning to go inside that place, Missy?
So weird. It makes sense. Like, some people have accent, some people don't. Voice nearly makes me jump out of my own skin. Without completely taking my eyes away from the house, I give him the driver a confused nod. I beat past this while I wait for him to say more, but his only answer is a non-commutal hum. Belatedly, it occurs to me that he must have been waiting for my payment. I mentally set myself a spacer out and promptly hand him the fare with an apologetic look. Expected him to leave as soon as I paid, but there was a hesitant expression on him, as something hasn't been said yet.
Is there something wrong?
Look, Missy, I'm sure you've heard what the people are telling everyone about that place. Nobody likes to be disturbed when they're at peace, and I'm pretty sure whatever they say is in that house doesn't want to either. I admit they did a good job fixing it up, but there must have been a reason why even distant relatives of the family who used to own the house never lived in there despite inheriting it. No wonder they wanted to get rid of it.
Maybe they just didn't like it?
You never know.
He drives it off after, but what he said has left a foreboding feeling in my gut. I breathe out a heavy sigh as I approach the house. After hearing enough rumors, I should expect the conversation to take that turn. But I'm already here. Backing out is completely out of the question. It's not like I have a choice anyway. I want to get out that bonus and commission. One way or another, I've got to sell this property. The doors are ajar when I get to it. However, while my own copy of the keys dangle uselessly in my hand, Rose must have left it open when she arrived. That's weird. We may be the only people here this early, but I've never known her to be so careless. Entering what greets me inside leaves me gaping. That's such a weird word. They cleaned every corner, waxed the floor, dusted the antiques, searched every nook, cranny, and crevice, and made this its spick and span. For all the sake of making the mansion more enticing to the modern-day lords and ladies. But no matter how hard they try, the mansion still looks as soulless as ever. As though it was going to eat you alive. Oh, that's scary. It's moving. As you've asked me, I should have just listened to what other people have been telling them and leave this place alone. Some things in this world are better left alone, never to be disturbed ever again.
Rose?
I call out.
Rose, I'm here. Where are you?
My voice echoes softly throughout the hallways. Who, who am I kidding? In a place this big, I don't think she'll hear me no matter how deafening the silence is. She could be all the way on the other side of the property for all I know. Quickly, I reached my phone to dial her number. Ooh, finally, something that makes sense. You know, sometimes like in games they don't do it. But
The number you have dialed has not been recognized. Please check and try again.
the heck? What do you mean has not been recognized? We were just talking a while ago. It's not like she was eaten by the house, right? Or or maybe the ghost did hear us talking and spirited away, right? Right? No, Isabella, don't be ridiculous. She's probably just wandering deeper in the house and lost a signal or something. I mean, that could happen. Dial her number again, hoping the call will connect this time.
The number you have dialed has not been recognized. Please check and try again.
But to no avail. Oh boy. I have a very bad feeling about this. That's never. Oh gosh.
Rose? If you can hear me, please come out. Come on, Rose! This isn't funny! You know this place gives me the creeps.
No answer. This isn't going to work. This place is big. She could be anywhere. I need to start looking for her. I take a deep breath before venturing deeper into the mansion. Taking a couple steps forward, I notice something move above the grand staircase.
What the hell? Rose?
Did
Rose,
I miss
is that
it?
you? Not funny. I'm leaving you if you don't come out. Not coming out, huh? Fine, I'm going.
Okay, that's a lie. She's my friend, and I can't leave until I know she's alright. I grow desperate. I try to contact her number again. Oh man, feels like real life because this is literally what I'd be doing. Please, Lord. Oh, fuck.
Hello? Hello? Rose, I'm here at the mansion. Where the hell are you?
She doesn't spawn. There's only heavy static coming through from her side. I sincerely hope it doesn't get cut off again before I can answer from her.
Rose, come on. Where are you?
A few moments pass until the static eventually starts to quiet down.
I'm sick.
What? The attic? Why?
Crap! It got cut off. Man, do I really need to go there? How deep inside the mansion the attic is? There's barely any signal there. No wonder I can't contact her. But why is she there? Out of all the places, she just had to make me go fetch her in the creepiest room of this place. I think the basement, like, if you're going up, I would rather go upstairs than the basement any day. Like, for some reason, like, basements give me the creeps. She's doing this to get back at me for being late? Whatever, I'll just go. The sooner I meet up with her, the sooner I'm going to feel better about being here. I carefully make my way up the staircase. My legs wobble as I mentally curse the fact I've chosen a real estate instead of picking a career that doesn't involve strange abandoned houses. That's true. That is kind of creepy. I've never thought about, about being in real estate. Upon reaching the top, the grand hallway greets me. Why is everything open and moving? The west out the two major wings of the mansion, the east and the west wing. There are two attics here, one on each side. What? Two attics? Well, the east wing has been converted into a storage room of sorts, and somehow I'll find it likely that Rose to wander off there by herself. Besides, she would never like going in stuffy storage rooms. So I head towards the west wing first, where there's a simple wooden door at the end of the hall opens to a small room. Inside another sets of steps leading to the second attic. Unlike the grand staircase, though, the stairs to the attic are steep and narrow, made of old stones covered with a thick coating of dust that kicks up into the airway with every step. I'm surprised they didn't clean like the attic. You would think people would want to see every part of the house. Thank God it's still daytime. If it wasn't for the light streaming through the door behind me, I might have easily stumbled and fall. With how old this place is, there's no light fixtures to illuminate the cramped passage up. Why did they bother to add one here when they renovated? Escapes me. Sheesh, did they do it with the rest of the house? The small bedroom welcomes me at the end. Looks exactly as it did since the last time I've been here, full of dust, worn out and faded by time. Odd. I thought they cleaned everything. Did the crew miss this room? Ugh, cleanliness is the least of my concerns right now. The more pressing matter is Rose. She's not here. I was dreaming when I was talking to her a while ago. Did I mishear her? No. No, it couldn't have been a dream. After all, the creepy ambience of this estate is doing much of a remarkable job of making sure I stay alert and awake. I'm sure she said she's here. Is this a prank? Or maybe the phone call Rose last message to me before the curse got to her. Oh, shut up, brain. You're not helping. Don't make this scarier than it already is. But if she's not here, then where is she? What the hell was that? That's it. I can't do this anymore. I'm leaving. We must have angered the spirits living here. I knew disturbing this mansion was a bad idea right from the very start. But nobody listened. Be fucking realistic, they said. They think about cuckoo because I believe in curses and ghosts and all that. Me and my outlandish backwater country beliefs. I've always strived to be a model employee, but no time, no. After turning back for the sake of my sanity, Briar Reality can find another agent who's more fucking realistic to toward people around this haunted house. Before leaving, I take one last at the gloomy old room. Just to check.
Huh? What's this?
My worries about Rose's whereabouts have caused me to miss it when I first entered the room, but there's clearly something on the floor. It looks like
A letter?
lying on the ground just a couple of inches away from my feet. Out of sheer curiosity, I leaned down and picked it up. Strange. I don't recall saying this the last time I was here. A few days is me and the other agents back to the mansion to prepare for today. I had been the last to look inside the attic and leave, and this certainly hadn't been here before. Someone must have left it in this room since then. Did Rose leave this for me? Was she here a while ago? I could have missed her though, could I? There's only one set of stairs leading to the attic. This letter isn't exactly in pristine condition. In fact, it looks rather ancient. The paper is so thin and rough. I'm worried it'll fall apart if so much to touch it. But with great care I open it and read. Shakes me to my core.
What? What? Oh my god.
Nothing but the words help me fill the pages, all of it seemingly written with crimson shaded pen or blood. I gulp. The same phrase just goes on and on until... Send this to 5 people.
Send this to 5 people or else. Or else what? Or else what?
As quickly as I can, I scan for the back of the paper and peek into the envelope to make sure I'm not missing out on the second page. But there's nothing.
No. Oh, please, no.
The hands tremble of dread creeps over me. The room suddenly getting colder. I need to get out of here. Folding the paper in half, the sight that greets me next has me frozen on the spot. And that is where we're gonna stop. Let's see. Let's make sure I save again. I'm always like super scared, like I don't save shit. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye!